In Stamford Bridge where legends play, the Blues march on day by day. From the academy's nurturing hands to the roaring crowds in distant lands, Chelsea Sessions brings the game to life, with training clips and match insights so rife. We dive deep into every play, where the Blues make history every day. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true, in victory and defeat we stand by you. From the men's fierce fight to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place. Through the highs and the lows we've seen, your spirit remains evergreen. With every pass and every goal, you ignite the passion in our soul. On Chelsea Sessions we get to know the tactics and the players that steal the show. We analyze and cheer with pride for every Blue that's side by side. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true, in victory and defeat we stand by you. From the men's fierce fight to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place. From the youth's first steps to the seasoned pros, your legacy eternally grows. On Chelsea Sessions we break it down, following every dribble, pass and crown. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true, in victory and defeat we stand by you. From the men's fierce fight to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place. So here's to Chelsea, both now and then. We'll follow you forever through thick and thin. With Chelsea Sessions we grow as one to 100K. Let's get it done. So here's to Chelsea, both now and then. We'll follow you forever through thick and thin. With Chelsea Sessions we grow as one to 100K. Let's get it done. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true, in victory and defeat we stand by you, by you. From the men's fierce fight to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place. So here's to Chelsea, both now and then. We'll follow you forever through thick and thin. With Chelsea Sessions we grow as one to 100K. Let's get it done.
What's up, everyone? Hello, everyone. Welcome to yet another post-match reaction. It wasn't an immediate reaction because I was trying to work out the thumbnail that you guys are seeing right now. But thank you guys for watching. People watching right now. I appreciate the support from those three persons as well. So, Fulham 1, Chelsea 2 at Craven Cottage. Fulham Football Club's stadium. Now, it was revenge for Chelsea, as it was a similar tale to what would have happened in December of 2024, as Pedro Neto and Tyrique George, of course, being able to bring a comeback for Chelsea. Alex Iwobi would have scored in the 20th minute of the first half of this match, showing Fulham being the better side in that first half of most of those minutes. And of course, Chelsea struggling to make a claim in the first 20 minutes, but eventually going into the game. We will discuss all of the action. We'll discuss everything that occurred in this match and how Chelsea were able to tactically get a win, a very close win in a very intense match that could have had more goals from either side. But we'll discuss all of this and more after this. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, so welcome back. All right, so let's start off firstly by looking at the starting 11 that Chelsea or we would have fielded. So, obviously, we know that Robert Sanchez, who is the number one goalkeeper in the Premier League, started in goal. Reece James, the captain, at the start of the match, started the match as well on that right hand side. Trevor Chalobah alongside Cole in the centre back roles, Kukurea on that left hand side as a fullback. Caicedo and Enzo, the customary midfield, was also there. Madueke also started this match. Cole Palmer, Neto, and Nicholas Jackson all started the match. So, all right, so this was where it was interesting for me. Obviously, I'm sure for any fan that would have seen the lineup immediately when they saw it, they would say, okay, this is a very strong 11. This starting 11 should be able to get the job done, and Chelsea should be able to make a claim in this match, get revenge for Fulham's, last minute or late minute winner in December. And of course, as I said earlier, if you're just tuning in, six people watching right now, I would have mentioned that it's a similar situation that from what occurred in December, where Chelsea got the winning goal in added time, stoppage time, 90 plus minutes. And of course, Pedro Neto, the decisive player, I would say in both goals. So obviously we saw that the substitutions actually worked, a little tweak and the alteration for Maresca, and also the coaching staff deserves credit. So as much as I said on Thursday that I'm Maresca out and I'm not going to revert that just because of this win, I have to give him his plaudits. And I'm a fair fan. I would like to think I'm a logical fan. So despite the fact that I would have said one thing on Thursday, I'm not going to revert it. I'm not going to make any different statements because as I said then, and I'm going to stand to it, is a very poor performance. It was the exact same thing that we saw against Ligia Warsaw and also Ipswich Town, where the midfield was outnumbered for one. James had to cut in, and I'll discuss now. I'm going to bring up the tactical board so you guys can have a visualization of what I'm saying, so that I'm actually backing up what I'm actually saying. But let me quickly look in the chat for the comment that I'm seeing here. Big up Ty, please share the link. I will do so in a couple of minutes. I just want to do the tactical aspect first. After I do the tactical aspect, I will then proceed to inviting some panelists on. This stream will not be the longest as I will be doing a watch along for the Chelsea Women's Champions League match against Barcelona. So I will share the link and then I'll obviously give you guys 20 minutes to give your thoughts. Come on, share your opinion. But I will do so. Bear with me. I will share the link. But I just want to quickly go through the proceedings and then I will invite you guys on and we can have a discussion for around 30 minutes as I cannot stream for too long in terms of this match reaction or match review. 45 minutes should be enough time to really discuss it. So I'll just quickly do that. And in about 6 minutes, I will share the link. So thank you. Big up to you as well, Tobago. I will share the link. Don't worry. All right, so this is the starting 11. Before I go to the foot mob, I will share this tab so that I can actually fulfill the promise that I would have made. Let me know if you guys actually can see this, because I think it's probably too small. Let me know if it's too small for you guys. If it is, then I will revise it. 13 people watching, and sure you're hitting that like button, and you're smashing the like button. And if you're new, subscribe. Yeah, big up to you as well, CFC Dante. Thank you for joining. I will just get my thoughts out, then I'll invite you guys on. Don't worry, Chelsea Sessions is not changing its ways. I'm going to allow you guys to come on and give your opinion. But let me know if you guys are able to see this. So, as you guys can see, I have done my best to highlight the structures of both teams. So, 4-2-3-1 on the flat structure formation that we would have obviously seen here. And of course, we would have seen that this became more of a 3-3-1 as the first half began. So let me quickly do this. Obviously, Robert Sanchez here. Then we saw Enzo and Caicedo respectively. James cutting in here. We saw Madueke dropping deep here to be this wide flank player. He's hugging the touchline, and we had obviously don't watch the numbers because I didn't choose the correct shirt numbers here. But as you can see here, this is Cole Palmer representation. This is Nicholas Jackson, who was actually the more centralized player. We saw Neto on the left-hand side initially for this match, and then we obviously saw this. So this is why I say 3-3-1 as the game progressed. Obviously, we know that this formation changed for Fulham as well. So at different intervals, we had seen Robinson cutting in here, and then this became more of a 4-3-3 at different intervals. And this is how they were able to get to the better of Chelsea in that sense in the early stages. So let me put this back here. So this is how we saw this sort of formation where the fullbacks were very wide, and Fulham were extremely spread out in terms of the space in behind, and Chelsea obviously did find ways. So let me try to get this here. So we saw people like Jackson moving the ball. We had Madueke coming in here at times, trying to cross it into the box. We saw Cole Palmer with certain opportunities here, coming trying to get in here. We saw Nicholas Jackson as well, who was also trying to get in on the action, trying to connect with him. We also saw the likes of Neto, who was also there. In the early stages, Kukurea was deeper, and James at different intervals also ran up. We saw Enzo going up as well, Caicedo being the lone player there. And then we saw at different intervals where this became the situation where we had James wide, and then we had this, and then Kukurea came in with it being a two centre-back-esque sort of structure. And then he also had Caicedo drop in here, therefore keeping the 3-3-1 structure as you're able to see here. So with this being said, I'm gonna go back to how Alex Iwobi was able to score. So bear with me, let me just quickly put back these 8 players in the right area, make back that 4-2-3-1-esque formation structure here. All right, so I'm put back this here. Let me actually do this right, because this is the confusing part, I should say, for me. All right, so this is here. I'm not the greatest when it comes on to doing a tactical thing with this thing, but I'm doing my best here, trying to give you guys an explanation as to what actually took place in the match. So, all right, so we saw Alex Iwobi. Let me make back this structure correctly, quickly. All right, so this is this, put this here and this here. So we saw that this was the situation. So James obviously has the ball here. He's crowded by 3 players here. Cecine Young dispossesses him. This will represent Alex Iwobi. He dispossesses James. James is here. We see Alex Iwobi coming here, taking a strike that goes straight beyond Sanchez. Nothing that Chelsea can do there, as they are left exposed due to James being dispossessed here. Physicality was a massive issue. So that is one thing there. So obviously, we saw the structure continue throughout the rest of the half. Let me quickly go on to talking about this as I'm running against time here. And then I'll share the link to the panelists that are willing to join. So, obviously, we know that Gusto replaced James, and also Madueke was also replaced by Neto, by Sancho, I beg your pardon. And Neto would have come over to the right-hand side, and we saw Sancho on the left-hand side as well. So, One key thing that I must mention here, that is something that I have to actually give credit for, is the fact that we saw that Gusto was also tucking in here. We saw that Kukurea was able to go forward, connecting with Sancho, and we saw that happening a lot. All right, I'm gonna skip certain things so that I can actually go into sharing the link. But let me just give you guys a visualization as to what happened. So we know Jackson came off for Tyrique George. We saw that the a 5-4-1 esque structure took place here, and by doing so, this gave the likes of Kukurea the chance to actually work together with the likes of Neto, Enzo Fernandez, who also would have. All right, let me quickly do this. Who would have also advanced in this section, and then it became a 4-5-1 structure where we were having more attacking esque players, or more attacking players, I should say, coming in here. And then we obviously saw that by doing this, we had a cross across. We had a cross over the field. We had another pass here. We saw this here. George dropping deep here, trying to connect with Cole Palmer, connect with Neto Kukulea. The ball is here. We see Tyrique George take a quick turn, strikes, goal. And I know just do the other goal because I'm running behind time, as I promised 20 plus minutes for the panelists to come on and give their thoughts. And I'll do that quickly. So bear with me, guys. I'll do that very soon. Um, so quickly, we see what happened here. Neto again is coming in. Neto is on this left-hand side. He's trying to do this. We saw Tyrique George coming in. Kukurea also doing this. We saw Caicedo, who was dropping deep here. We saw Chalaba and all these players being more advanced. And then after this, we saw the likes of Neto just taking a mighty strike that almost took the net off and destroyed the goal. And he strikes and shows to win in at the time. So that is that. I hope you guys appreciated that. But 23 people watching, I really appreciate the turnout. This is amazing. This doesn't really happen for me in terms of the channel, in terms of the Premier League, but I appreciate it. So without further ado, let me go back to this, and I'll share the link with the panelists who wants to join right now. So bear with me, guys. I will do this quickly. I'm going to share the link to the panelists right now. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys have enjoyed the if you guys have enjoyed the stream so far. If you think there's anything that I can probably improve upon, I'm always open to correction. So just let me know what I can probably do for you guys. So I would have sent the link, so the panelists that want to join me can also come on as well. So 22 people watching. I'm not able to see the likes, but please ensure that you've hit the like button. 22 people watching right now. I really appreciate that. So please ensure that you guys are hitting that like button. I would have shared the link to the panelists. You can join if you want to join. And yeah, let's see what happens here. So so let me know what you guys think about the results in the chat. 17 people watching. Let me look quickly at what the chat is saying. All right, so there's a few messages. So let me quickly do this. I'll see what I can do. I'll be right back, guys. Give me a couple seconds. I'll be right back. Give me a few. All right, sorry about that. I had a little, interruption here. I had to step away, but let me go back to the chat. I've shared the link to the panelists, so if they want to join. So I will just see who will join. Who is this? Okay, Tobago is here. All right, so big up to you, Tobago. Just give me a couple seconds. I'm just gonna look at the chat, what the chat is saying. 20 people watching right now, and you're liking the stream. The likes can be better. Just 6 likes, we can get up to 20. Come on. But let me look at what the chat is saying. So CMC Dante already said, let Ty get all these words in first. And as I showed you guys as well, I did a little tactical breakdown as to what we would have seen in the match. I had to jump over certain things because, as I said, I'm kind of limited on time here. I have to do a watch along for the Chelsea women's game as well, so I have to do this quickly. But 25 minutes for the panelists who want to join to give their thought. I think that's fair enough. I don't know what to be good things, but I think that's a good enough time for everybody. So Charles says, I didn't even watch the game. Fair enough. I can understand that you didn't feel confident enough. That's respectable. The season is over. We're finishing 6th or 7th. I agree with you. I think we're gonna finish there and getting knocked out from that Farmers Conference knockout tie. Well, I don't know about the last part. I don't see Chelsea winning the Conference League. That's just me. But I can concur with where you think we're gonna finish. It's not impossible for us to finish higher, but I just don't see it. And the way that I saw Chelsea play today, I'm not confident that they'll be able to do that against teams that like Fulham that would not have capitalized on what the mistakes we would have made. So Rich Money Makers is also saying, okay, this is things giving me technical difficulties. So big up the legend. We won away for the first time this year. That's fantastic, and that's so sad that that's the case. Everyone hit the likes and subscribe. Do what Rich Money Makers is saying right here. Ensure that you hit that like button and you subscribe if you're new. So I'm a massive favor. All right, so this showed me that the players are playing for the coach. Well, that's I don't know about that, but I respect your opinion. We need to start our games fast. Yeah, all of them are not playing, and there's been reports that have said that some players are questioning what he's doing, and they're lost, and some players still look lost. James for sure looks lost. Cole Palmer still looks lost. He's obviously a creative player, so that's never going to change. But people mistaken that to say that okay, this player is still playing. No player wants to be doing crap, and they want to be able to get good numbers. So even if they're not playing for the coach, they're still gonna play to ensure that they can get some goals on their tally or get some assists. So we saw that. But certain players, if you look at their body language, their facial expression, you could see that they weren't playing for him. And I agree with you, we need to start our games faster. But what I've seen with Chelsea this entire season, or for most of the matches, we don't start off well. It takes us about 15 to 20 minutes to really grow into the match, really put our foot down in a match, and that is a massive concern to me. HA, big up to you. I don't know if you're a new viewer or if you're a subscriber. I don't know if you are, but if you are, appreciate it. Says big win. I agree with you. It's a big win. It's a big 3 points as well. We're level on points with Aston Villa as well, and we're ahead of them just on goal tally. So we're joined 6th, I would say. We needed this result for investors because now I think we'll finish minimum top 7. Fair enough. But Jackson is not a good finisher. Well, he's not a striker. I think I've said that for about 2 seasons now. He's not a striker. He should not have been leading the line. I made a full video on why I don't think he should lead the line. But hey, people said, okay, he did wonderful. He's a striker. He's not a striker. He's a wide player. And if you see how he did when he went wide, he tried. He wasn't the greatest, but when he was wide, he was doing way better. And big win. That is what HA follows up and says. A big win for sure. I can't dispute that. A 9 points gap from Fulham. That's a very important thing. So, Tobago, my brother, how are you doing? And what do you think about this result?
Yeah, to be honest, I was doing a watch along for this game, and I didn't know where will we find this win, or how are we going to get the result out of this game? Because, for example, HA mentioned Nicholas Jackson. I think Pedro Neto made some 2 delicious passes in the penalty area. But since we don't have that box striker, we're not going to finish them, right? Even Enzo Fernandez made a beautiful pass for Nicholas Jackson, and his first touch was poor. And then he was let down to that, and then the Fulham goalkeeper took that ball, and that was it. I don't know what is wrong with Nicholas Jackson. And also, Cole Palmer was frustrated. Even you saw that shot that he went wide because he was passing the ball in the penalty area. Nicholas Jackson is not there. So overall, I think that pick for Tyrique George to play centrally really helped us really well because, man, we are playing, but we are not that threatening. But in the second half, first 10 minutes, we're up there. But since that we are not clinical, we know it was going to happen. So overall, like I said, it's all about 3 points now. I don't care how we play, but it's all about 3 points. Yes, we need to do better as a team, but again, a lot of players are disappointing. For example, Noni Mariweke, what was that performance, right? And funny thing, Ty, right? Funny thing, the goal that we give away was a mistake of Rich James. How many times, even under our former coach, how many times did you talk about this? Giving away position that lead up to goals. It's annoying. So we need to do better as a team. Like overall, maybe they win, but with the performance in the first half, I'm annoyed. But the second half, I think we played much better. And then Sancho, you can see, was trying, but again, was not good enough. So overall, Ty, I'm happy with the 3 points. I don't want to talk about the play and everything because, man, for me now it's all about 3 points, and I'm glad we won the game. And also another thing, sweet revenge. Fulham was the first team to beat us when we were doing very well. After I think we played 8 games, winning 8 games. We played Everton, we drew that game, and we played Fulham, we lost 2-1. So it's a sweet revenge. Hold that L, Fulham. But again, let's go. Let's go to the next game. Who are playing next, Ty?
Well, okay, obviously, let me check quickly. I don't want to tell you foolishness. We're playing.
Oh, Everton at home.
Yeah, Everton. Yeah, Everton. So
Everton.
it's the opposite. It's a flip. It's a
Oh,
flip. So obviously, in
it's an
December, it's a flip. If you realize, we're doing it backwards because we first
yes.
we played Everton, then we played Fulham, then Ipswich. Now we're playing Ipswich, Fulham, then Everton. So yeah,
Yeah.
Everton next.
That's
That's
why.
gonna be
That's
a
why. That's
difficult
why. Like,
game. You know.
that, that's why.
Yeah,
Like I
go on.
said, Fulham was part of our downfall. Remember, after losing to them, we started to struggle.
Mhm.
If you
Yeah.
check our result, because that game we're losing 1-0, but after the 80th minute, we lost the game with two crucial goals that you consider. So overall, like I said, I'm happy we win, and let's see what will happen, man. I hope Enzo Maresca find some tune to these players. But overall, I don't want to talk more, bro. I mean, with the 3 points, we should do better than this. And what a fantastic finish by Tyrique George and Pedro
Oh
Neto.
yes.
What a finish by
Yeah.
George. It's not simple to score that goal by Tyrique
Yeah.
George. And his goal really helped us to come back to win this game. So fantastic finish by the boy. And hopefully in the next game, personally in the next game, I'll rather play Tyrique George as a first nine than Nicholas Jackson because it's offering nothing. I'm annoyed with his performance because he should be doing better than this.
Mhm.
Go on.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, and you know the funny thing is, I don't know if you probably didn't get to see my post match reaction stream for the Conference League match. But one of the first points that because I rewatched that stream numerous times, one thing that I kept mentioning is that why all right, so your attackers are not doing enough for you. Why don't you give Tyrique George and give him a match? And you know, funny enough, he comes on and he makes a difference because it's not rocket science. We know that we do way better when we have players that can move around and give us that fluidity, whereas a false nine system. And I think that these players right now, in terms of the profiles that you have, you need to use a false nine structure because you have players that they don't really hug the touchline, but if you ask them to hug the touchline like Sancho, they will try to get beyond players and then cross the ball in. Or if you can try to work the ball to feet, come centrally, and then obviously that gives you the fluidity. And it's no surprise that when Jackson came off, who was trying to drop deep and all that, it was easy for them to mark him out of the game. But with Tyrique George, who's an energetic player, who's very raw, who's very hungry for his opportunity, he's gonna offer something differently. Mark Guiu's another one that would give you that. But Mark Guiu has been utilized in a way where he must drop deep rather than being wide. He's dropping deep and then Nkunku alongside him coming centrally. So that is a problem. But I'm happy for Tyrique George. He got his first Premier League goal and he got his first Conference League goal in a couple weeks ago, and I'm happy for him because Tyrique George is a player that I really see a bright future in him. He's done good for the academy. He deserved the promotion to the first team, and he's living up to the expectation as to what I have of him. So I'm very happy for him. Um, there's 29 people watching right now. and we're still at 6 likes. Come on, people, we can do better than this. This is the most I've gotten on a Premier League post-match reaction stream in a very long time. Already touching close to 1,000 views. I really appreciate that. So we need to get the likes up, man, and share the stream as well. Share the stream with other people that wanna, give their thoughts in the comments. But yeah, let me just quickly go through the statistics. Quickly. So, nothing surprising here. Ball possession, Chelsea had 60% to Fulham's 40%. The XG was completely more, and given how I saw them do, I was able to see that that Chelsea perhaps would have outscored Fulham in the end, because when I was looking at the XG leading up into the second half, based on the first few minutes of that second half, I was saying, okay, maybe we'll get a goal back, maybe we'll get two. But I thought we would have been, and as I said to you on your watch along stream, I thought we would score 2 goals. But I thought Fulham would probably also get a goal back, and it would be 2-2. So the XG is 0.97 to Fulham 0.22. Total shots, we had 2 times there, so they had 6, we had 13. Big chances, we had 1 big chance, and we took that big chance according to this. All right, let me go to the specifically stats, so that we can actually see a better representation of the numbers. So big chances missed, we missed 1. As okay, so they said, so according to this, we missed 1 big chance, and we had 1 big chance as well. So accurate passes 88%, 463. They had 273. So it was close to 2 times more, or if my maths isn't failing me, yeah, according to that, yeah. So, and fouls committed 9 from Chelsea, 13 from Fulham. 5 corners for them, we had 4. And as obviously we went to the expected XG. Let me look at this again. So look at the lineup to see how the ratings are looking. All right, so and I think Alex Iwobi deserves to be in the higher percentile of ratings, because he did tremendous. He posed a threat to us. No, I don't. Is it? I'm trying to see. I'm wondering why the command isn't working for you today. That's kind of strange. Is it exclamation TCC though? Is it? I don't even. Then again, I haven't seen Night Bots in a very long time, so I have no idea what's going on. Bobby is here. Let me quickly invite Bobby on. What are you doing, Bobby?
Hello, big up, guys. I haven't seen the game yet. I had to go
Oh,
out.
really?
At halftime, I think I looked online and I saw complete rubbish. And I thought, well, I'm not even going to bother with this one.
Mm-hmm.
And just before I joined you, I thought, well, let me just put myself out of my misery and get ready to give myself some kind of therapy. And I looked and we've won. So you're going to have to tell me about the game. Somehow, from the little bits I've been hearing here and there are still issues.
Yeah, definitely. And Tibigo is back now, but I'll just give you my little insights, because I wrote it down for this. So I said, so basically, and I think this will probably summarize it for you quickly. We had a sloppy start. We have to be honest. We had a sloppy start. There was loose balls, a lot of ball given away, and even the goal that Fulham scored was for a mistake from Reece James. He was holding on to the ball, he was being slow, trying to keep possession, and then Sissing Young dispossessed him, gave the ball to Alex Iwobi, who just took a strike, and Robert Sanchez couldn't do anything about it. It goes to his left, and it's a goal. But and it was a case where, and you probably don't want to hear this as well, but Fulham was very aggressive. They were physical, and we looked very weak on the ball. They were taking the ball out of us easily, and even the second half that was the case. But the second half we did completely different. But for the first half particularly, after they scored, they had chances as well. Our defense was trying to control the tempo as usual. The midfield was obviously outnumbered because they were finding ways to have at times a 4-man midfield, sometimes 3-man midfield. And they were being very aggressive with us. So we tried hard to find ways to get beyond them, try to work it wide so that we would not be outnumbered or muscled physically. But in terms of how the game went, it was a case where okay, in the second half when they made the substitutions of Gusto and Madueke coming off for Sancho, James coming off for Gusto, I should say, it was a case where we saw a completely different second half, which tends to be the case. We tend to do better in the second half, and especially in the first few minutes of the second half. I don't know why that's the case, but we take a long time to warm up in the match. But Fulham had other chances. Fulham got beyond the midfield and the defense, and the turnover was very easy for them. That's just my summary. To Big Paul might give you a different perspective, but that's just my summary.
Yeah, I think what we need to do more as a team. For example, we need to pass the ball more faster. For example, the way we scored those 2 goals, we are more faster. We need to be fast. We can't be slow always. I know we need to build up, play the back, blah, blah, blah. But again, at the final third, we need to be decisive. We need to be more faster. So, I don't know, man. Hopefully we can improve. But again, like everyone is saying, we don't know where are we going to get our next win. Today we won, but again, the performance was not 100%. We didn't give our all, but overall, I'm happy with the results. But again, we need to do better as a team to beat, especially Everton next week. It's going to be tough because they are going to play low block and then they're physical players. So let's see, guys.
But yeah,
Did Lavia
looking
come
at
on?
the
Did Lavia come on at
who
all?
come on?
Lavia.
No, Lavia did not come on at all. No, definitely not. He didn't come on at all. No. The only players that came on was Sancho, Tyrique, George, Gusto, and Tosin came on very late in the 89th minute. And
Yeah, for Gusto. Tosin came in for Gusto.
Gusto had to come off as well.
Yeah, I think he had a limp, but overall, I'm not going to be worried about Gusto because we still have Josh Archimpong. But if I was Enzo Maresca against Everton, we need to play Lavia to get more physical because they are physical more than most of the teams in the Premier League. And they're battling against Manchester City yesterday. They were playing fine, and then Manchester City scored 2 late goals. So they will need to get another win against us. But like I said, man, I don't know how we're going to win our next game, but we need to win. We need to push.
What about Spurs and Villa? Spurs clawed it back 2-2 when I last saw. What happened?
Villa won yesterday against. Villa won yesterday.
Spurs haven't played yet. Spurs hasn't played yet.
Spurs playing tomorrow.
Is it Spurs or Newcastle?
I saw Spurs and Villa. Spurs and Villa. Villa were 2-1 up, and it was 2-2.
No. Bobby. Aston Villa won 4-1 against Newcastle yesterday, right?
Okay, so maybe that's women's football. That's how they confuse us these days.
Yes. It is because they played. Yeah. That is the case.
Yeah. So now currently we are fifth, but again, Tottenham need to beat Forest so that we can stay there, which I don't see Tottenham winning against Forest. They are too strong. But what we can do?
Sorry.
Okay, go ahead, Ty.
I'm sorry. Before you continue to be, I don't mean to cut you. Energy Dunk. All right. So you don't need to have your camera on for the entire thing, but and I'm the only person that will see. But I need just for verification because this is the first time you're coming onto the channel. I just need to ensure this is just for caution. You can just turn it on quickly, and you just turn it back off. Just for about a second. I'm the only person that will see you backstage. If you can. All right, cool. You can turn it back. You can turn it back off now if you want. All right, cool. All right, so welcome to the channel. Welcome to the panel as well, and then obviously Dante is here as well. Wow, this is so many people. My layout can't even handle it. Jesus Christ.
I just wanted to jump on.
Right.
I just wanted to jump on and I just wanted to jump on and say a quick hello. It's of course Easter, and my partner and I have to go over to visit with our granddaughter. So I didn't want you to think
Happy
I
Easter,
was
guys. Happy Easter.
unappreciative of the link or that I'd blown it off. So I just wanted to jump on and say hello, and wholly unimpressed by what's going on at our club. Glad we got the 3 points. Hope we can build some momentum, but the players look uninterested at the very least. So I'm not full of confidence going forward. And if you're going to post this, after, I'll watch through on a replay, if you will. If you wouldn't mind posting it up, I'd like to see what everybody's thoughts are.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, don't worry about it. You can always look at the replay after that. But I appreciate you coming on.
Okay, awesome.
You didn't have to.
Yep.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I enjoy getting together with everybody. I hope this isn't the last one that we have this year. So I hope everybody has a great Easter, and come on, you Blues. I'll see you on the flip side. Thanks, guys.
All right. Yeah, much appreciated, Energy Dong. Thank you for coming on.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Tobago. You were talking. You can finish what you're saying if you remember. Apologies for that.
No, I was saying that we are currently fifth at the moment, but I'm still annoyed. We should have won against Norwich or even Brentford so that we can be in a better place. Now we have to pray that Tottenham beat Forest tomorrow, even a draw, just for the sake of us being there. So it's annoying. It's annoying, guys. But overall, let me give it Dante a chance because, like you said, it's going to be a few minutes, and then I don't want to finish all my time here.
Yeah. Right. I pushed back the Chelsea Women's Champions League watch along to 40 minutes from now. So I have 40 minutes. You guys have about 10 minutes more. So I think that's enough time. But Dante, welcome. And what do you have to say about this result?
Yeah, big up, guys. Happy Easter to everyone. And look, I missed probably the first 40 minutes. But from then I watched the rest of the game. So I can't really talk about that first half too much till I go back and watch it. But obviously seeing the comments and seeing what's been happening. Look, we had a reaction. The coach made, obviously had a big talk to them at halftime. He yanked Reece James off, which I did see he made the mistake for that goal. He's the one that gave the ball away. Apparently, he didn't look very good. I'm not sure if you guys can back that up. He was a bit slow, apparently, not really being impactful, not much energy, a bit lethargic. So I can see why he took him off. Maybe, in my opinion, I think there might be something there. Hopefully there wasn't, there might have been a few words there. I don't think he's happy with his captaincy, to be honest. I think he probably expected him more, probably as a captain, probably vocally or on the field or in the dressing room. And in my opinion, he probably took him off for that reason as well. So he expected a bit more from him, plus the mistake, plus not playing well. I think, actually look at the stat line there tells you that 5.8, he had lowest on the field. So he didn't have a really good game, obviously, but Maresca's changes were positive. From what I saw the second half, we were on him pretty much the whole second half there. We were on him. We played differently with more energy, intensity. The substitutions worked very well. So in the end, we got the win. That is the most important thing. We got the win. It's not easy playing away at Fulham. So we got the win. I knew one thing I want to touch on about the bad starts, and you know how you said, Ty, and you guys, the starts. There's a little reason behind that, in my personal opinion, and that is the early kickoffs, especially for young players. Early kickoffs, they hate early kickoffs. When I played, I hated early kickoffs as a young guy. Worst time to kick off is the midday kickoffs. Early, you don't. They're more experienced, more professional players. The older players, they're fine with it. But when you're young, it's the worst time to play. I always hated it, and I've seen that it's a bit of a pattern with this team as well. Every time we've kicked off at that 12, that midday, really early, we've not been very good from the start. We've had horrible halves and really slow getting going, and then finally second half we get it going. But that's a pattern that I've noticed and I experienced when I played as well, and just something I'm seeing. Just so that I just want to point that out. But happy with the win. Like you guys said, not the best performance. Obviously, the first half can't comment too much, but it wasn't the best apparently. So, but with the second half, from what I saw and the changes, everything was positive. We were on the front foot. We were attacking, created some good chances, and in the end, got those. We were finally clinical, and this is what Fulham did to us in the reverse fixture. It was pretty much the same. They scored right at the end, and they got the win when we probably deserved more than that. And we did it back to them. So that's football. Over a long season, these results happen. So I'm just happy it happened. We got a bit of luck finally at the end there. So great strike from Neto. Great strike from Tyrique George. The first time strike, that was a really impressive. Hit it hard and low. And Neto's, that was an amazing touch and no chance for the keeper. Smashed it in the top corner there. So all in all, perfect. Not the perfect performance, but the perfect result, because we needed the points to put pressure on the other teams. And we are very much in the thick of it, and we're still on target to finish in that top 5. So it's going to be, I know you said it's the other results as well. Yeah, it's a bit of the other results as well, but it is in our hands still. If we keep winning and picking up points, we're going to finish that top 5, no problem. So hopefully we keep going that way.
Fair enough. Anybody else want to have anything else they want to say? We have about 9 minutes to go. Okay, no Nightbot is working. Subscribe to the Coolest Shows podcast. Go on.
Yeah, I'll just say you something, Ty. I just want to look at something there so that I can have a quick discussion about it.
Cool. Let me quickly head over there then. Wait, you sent me something or you're sharing something? You're sharing something.
Big up to everyone in the chat as well, the Rich Money Makers. Hope you're doing better, my friend.
Yeah. Big up. 14 people watching. The likes are 10. We can get to 14. Come on.
So this is the Premier League table, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. For example, if we beat Everton, only if, we still have a chance, guys. And then, but I think the important thing that we need to beat Forest and Newcastle. We need to beat Forest and Newcastle in order for us to have a hope to get in the top 5, top 4, whatever. If we beat those 2 teams or one of them, we stand a chance.
One of them at least, yeah.
Yes, all of them at least. But Newcastle is a tricky one. But I saw them playing rubbish yesterday against Aston Villa, because Villa were all over them. But we are going to play away those two games. So, man, we better be prepared.
And we never do well away at Newcastle, unfortunately. That's one place we always struggle.
Bro, if we beat Forest and then draw against Newcastle, it won't be a bad result. We just need to win or draw at least. But again, if you check against Ipswich Town and Brentford, if you won one of those games, we should have been in a better position. That's why I'm
in hindsight, yes, but can only look forward now, unfortunately. And
Yeah.
Nottingham Forest, I'm not too worried about. I think the pressure's mounting for them. The way they're playing as well, sitting low block and just trying to, it's not sustainable for them to keep winning. And that's exactly what's happened recently with them. They're really starting to fall away. So, yeah, the way they're playing, the way they're set up, yeah, they picked up a lot of points, but it's not sustainable to keep winning and picking up points. They're going to be playing for trying to get a draw in each of the rest of. They're not going to go for wins, Nottingham Forest. They're going to want draws, and they're just going to want to finish in that top 8 to get better prize money and finish at least in the Conference League or Europa League. I don't see them finishing in the top 5 at all. I think they will fall away. The pressure's mounting on them, and yeah, I think they'll fall away. I think it's definitely Aston Villa coming up now. They're the ones to watch out for. I think that's probably our biggest threat for that top 5 position, in my opinion. It's Aston Villa. That's the big one.
But you know what I realized? based on this as well. This is how I, and this is what everybody has been saying as well, that it may go down to the last day, or it may go down to the last three matches. Because if you look at it,
100%.
it's so close. So if Manchester City beat Aston Villa, they go to 61 points, and if we win, we go up to 60. If Villa win and we win as well, we'll still be level on points with them. If Forest win their match against Spurs, which this way I don't even know if that will happen or not.
A
Then
draw
then
would be good in
it's
that
also
one.
going to be close.
Yeah, Tyrone. That draw would be perfect in that Man
Yeah.
City Villa game. That's
Yeah.
the ideal result.
Yeah, and we get a win, so we would stay there. But it won't be easy. Everton will not be easy either. They're a team that have really been difficult for us to play against. We're playing at home, I believe, right?
Yeah, at home. Yeah.
Yeah, we are playing at home.
Right. So
Oh, Manchester City is playing against
we have
Aston
that.
Villa on Tuesday, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Tuesday, Aston Villa, Manchester City and Villa. Oh, I think we have a if they, you know what, I want to draw for this game and we win. And on
Exactly.
Saturday.
Draw is good, and if we win, we go ahead of Man City. And if we win, yeah, again in hindsight, but that would be the ideal result for us to beat Everton and City to Villa to draw. We go ahead of then we go ahead of Man City.
Yeah, man. Guys, before we wrap it up, what is the overall thoughts about Nicholas Jackson? Because man, it's not his aerial presence is off. How many times did he cross the ball in the penalty area? He was not there.
Yeah, he's struggling. Yeah, he's struggling. He's come back from that injury. He hasn't looked as sharp. He's looked a bit off. And with a player like that, I'm not surprised. Just the way he normally plays. Yeah, I'm not surprised he's a bit off. Also, the opposition we've played against and how we've played. I've always said this from the start. He's not good against teams that defend, that sit back a bit more and defend. When there's no space for him to operate, he's not that effective. And that's why we keep going back on about it. We need a striker, we need a box presence. We need more of someone a bit more physical that can hold the ball up. More of a typical number 9, but can do a bit of the other stuff as well. Jackson is just not going to give you that. And he always struggles against these type of teams, against the teams that defend a bit lower. So yeah, look, it is what it is. He'll get when used rightly and against the right opposition, he always performs pretty well. Against teams like this, he always seems to struggle. So it's just one of those. Till he matures and gets better and learns that side of his game, and his body gets a bit bigger and he gets a bit stronger, it's going to continue that way. Hence, we need another striker, 100%.
Yeah, Bobby, you've been awfully quiet. I know that you said that you haven't gotten to watch the match, but anything else you want to add as we try to wrap up in the next 3 minutes?
Yeah. Oh gosh, I lost my trend of thought. I was just, gosh.
You're not in church, are you, Bobby, like coach?
No, I wasn't. I'm not. Although I did go to church today, but I'm back now.
Wonderful.
Oh gosh, I had something to say. Oh goodness me! I know I haven't seen the game yet. I'm glad we found a way to stay alive. I'm surprised. Gosh, that's a quick turnaround till Tuesday. We usually kind of struggle a bit with that, but there's no place to hide now. Nicholas Jackson's form shouldn't be too surprising. He's been off injured for a very long time, and he's got to get some conditioning to get back in stride. So that doesn't surprise me if he's not performing that great at the moment. But the good thing about him is that, look, we have to be taking shots. I understand that that's what we did for the goals. But someone like him, even if he's not directly there in the box to meet headers and things, he occupies the defenders such that he will create space. And it's up to the other players to exploit it. Palmer used to exploit it when he was on form. At the moment, goodness knows what's going on with him. I hope he finds his form quickly. But there's more than just Cole Palmer. I'm glad Neto got his goal, and it would start to encourage them to see that, look, Sancho got a strike from outside the box last weekend. Neto's done the same thing. That is a way. They have to have shooting boots, especially when teams low block. they give you the opportunity to take aim.
Fair enough. All right. So I want to thank you guys for joining. I only have 15 seconds, but thank you guys for joining. This was more of a condensed review, but I think we've discussed a fair amount of things, and we've also looked at how it look if we win our other matches. So thank you guys for joining. Thank you, Bobby, for joining, Tobago and Dante. Thank you to Rich Money Makers, Energy Dunk, who joined the panel as well. HA, who was also here, Charles, and everybody else who was here, but they didn't comment. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys. Well, if you guys are interested in watching the Chelsea Women's watch along, you can do so. This will be redirected right to it. So at the end of the stream, you can probably click the link and you can go over there as well for the watch along for the Chelsea Women's Champions League match away against Barcelona, semi-finals, first leg. Thank you guys for watching again.
Take care, guys.
Cheers, bro. I'm the Charles.